Cool. Just let me know when we, like, you know what I mean? Okay. Gaming Gorillaz going up against the Nova Aetas team. Gaming Gorillaz going up against the Nova Aetas team. Only one piece of, or one set of Utah on Pala. Going to be setting up towards B. They've got 3 on A, but one's already getting pulled off to rotate. As all 5 of them are going to start playing up towards the ramp position. They've spotted one on the scaffolding, but he gets taken down by Kira, and it's now 5 on 4. Not much damage getting taken by the T side. Oh, Viper takes down one. It's now a 4 on 4 retake. Skelly picks up one over the top. Pala getting taken down by Krovax. It's now 3 on 3. They know where one of them is. They gotta look for the rest. 2 CTs left. Make that 1. Viper takes down 1. Now on a 1 on 2, no kit, he's running out of time. Oh, beautiful shot there. Daisy gonna be running to play for time here. Oh, when he takes down Viper. Beautiful, beautiful round. Nice fast take from the T side. And it's gonna set up their economy quite nicely for the next 2 or 3 rounds. All Mac 10s with some armor behind it. Bomb Blonde giving them a lot of benefit. And they're going to be pushing towards the B side again, making their way up the ramp. Venom going to get taken down very early, not managing to do much damage. But the double stack here allows for Viper to pick up 1, but they are still now on a 4 on 3. And Viper doesn't last much longer. It's now Kusi and Aces. Final 2 left alive, sitting on digs, maybe hoping to get some exit frags or just some consolation kills if they can. Aces picks up 1 through the smoke. ET's not been able to do much. He's still looking for any sort of flank. Not much seems to be coming their way and the bomb is ticking down. No one has a kid and Aces might want to try and save the armor. He picks up another one. Tags down the other 2. Doable. Ooh, Aces takes another one. Pala now the last one. Kusi gets the kill, but no kits. Just going to be able to save a Mac 10 and that's about it. Heavy damage from CT side, but not going to be able to kill him around. Not that we expected them to. There were just some beautiful shots there. Now all AKs on the side of Nova Aetas, and like they're going to be setting up for the default this round, not pushing too quickly into the B side or anything like that. Throwing some flashes, baiting out some util from the CT side, making them burn through it. Here is setting up a flash and flashing himself. Kovacs is going for a bit of an information play here in mid. Nothing's been given away just yet from the T side, but they are starting to group up towards the A bomb site. One of them is pushing deep into mid now. Daisy going to be picking up the bomb as they head up towards the A side. Daisy takes down one. Palo, beautiful shot. This is not ready for the second, but still picks up one. Kira taking down a 4th, and Kusi the only one left alive. Doesn't manage to take down Pala, but in a very difficult position. And the T side just going to opt to wrap back around towards B, knowing that the last CT is on the A side. He's going to catch off the rotation, and that's a nice clean round from the T side, only losing one player. 1 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 player. Now the CT's pushed back a bit more after that full buy. They've only got deagles and a couple of nades on their side. And the T's going to be setting up another default, maybe seeing if the CT's overextend, if they can pick someone off. Most likely play off of that. They hear the drop from Venom and he already takes some damage from the molly. Kira's going to be ready and waiting. Oh, beautiful shot onto Venom. And the advantage already tips in favor of the T side. Oh, Skelly taking some damage but manages to turn on aces. Parla setting flash up again towards the B ramp side. Kira just holding for any pushes, but no one's really showing face, and they've still got 2 CTs on the B side here. They're going to try burn out as many of the CTs that they can, push them into uncomfortable positions. So they've only got Deeks and Viper with a P250, but that's about it going up against AKs. To mid. Spotting no one on the scaffolding. We've now switched sides to having 2 CTs on the A side, ready and waiting well. Seems as though the T's are going to be pushing for a bit of a mid and B ramp split. Daisy takes down one. Viper's there to trade. And Viper's going to be the only one left alive. They only managed to pick up one, and Viper is most likely going to want to save that armor. Hoping for some sort of exit frag. But the T's are not budging. Set up some nice post plants. Giving Viper very little room to work with here. Slowly work his way around. Oh, and Chaos is going to catch him. Viper getting thrown off a bit by the sound key there, but the T's pick up a 4th round in their favor. Once again, 4 AKs on the side of Nova, and they've picked up 2 pistols here and there, full belts of utility, and a nice looking economy. CTs, they're on a full buy, but the economy isn't looking so great, so another round loss for them could mean dark days for their economy. Brucey going for that A-ramp peak and not really getting much from it. But they do already know one of them has pushed up A-ramp. Rear position towards A-ramp, and because he's going to try and hold the position, he's going to get mollied off. Skelly's going to take him down. Skelly takes down a second. It's now 5-on-3 in favor of the T side. The CTs are going to be very late for their rotates, so Parla might be able to catch him unawares. There he is with the nade. They know where the last player is, and he might just want to save his weapon. Oh, he's catching Daisy on the rotate, but he misses his shot, and that's going to cost him. GT's once again pushed back with their economy, but they might want to buy into it, maybe with pistols and some utility. The loss bonus is definitely allowing them to cushion that blow a bit from the lost rounds, but still, even with the full buys, not much has been able to get done. Getting picked off one by one, not really getting the trades they might want to be getting. Holding for any sort of push. Kira nearly misses Krovax, but he gets picked off. Viper picks up a kill onto Chaos. And they do know one's playing around the edge of the smoke, but they can't see him cross. Viper picks up another kill on the A-ramp position. Peeking one by one. Daisy's going to pick up the AWP, and looks like the 3 of them might set up for a proper execute. It's going to be a bit difficult 3-on-4. But the CTs are going to be spread out. They have no utility. Only 2 of them have armor, and very little information where the T's are positioned towards at the moment. Venom's going for that ramp info, as well as being able to pick up the Aces. Aces picks up a kill onto Parla, and it's now a 4-on-2 in favor of the CTs. Kelly's going to slowly be pushing up the Daisy. Spot one on the scaffolding, but doesn't get picked off just yet. And that's going to cost him. Oh, and he gets traded out by Skelly, and it's now Skelly, the last one left alive. They know where he's positioned, and he's stuck now behind the sandbags. He's getting peeked by all 3 of them, and the Aces manages to pick up a kill onto Skelly. Some beautiful deeks there from from Viper and from Aces, and it allows them to secure a round. On an eco round of all of them, they've had 2 full buy rounds and didn't manage to profit much from them, but now they're able to pick up some guns and they're able to put an AWP behind it. The T's not looking too bad economically. It's the first round loss and they've been able to sort of stack up their money. Viper worried about that mid aggression. A lot of util getting thrown down the mid lane, and Paula's going to be just making sure they know where the bomb is. Daisy's holding for any sort of mid aggression, but it doesn't look like Viper's going to be giving it to them. Krovak's just able to see over the edge of the smoke there, and that allows him to pick up a kill onto Kira. Viper holding for that boost, but maybe feeling a bit uncomfortable, having no information and no noise cues from them. Kusi's gone and really aggro on the ramp. He picks up a beautiful shot on Skelly. Now turns it into a 2-on-5. The CT's doing a lot better than they have been in previous rounds. Daisy coming down the ramp, spots the legs of Venom, picks up a headshot through the... Oh, and he's not ready for the second on the close ramp there. Parla now challenging Krovax. He has bomb control, but they now know where he is. Parla now left in a 1-on-3. Not much information to go on, but a full belt of utility, as well as the bomb. Is going to be holding a very passive angle here on the B side. The CTs are very spread out, so taking it a bit too aggressive would be detrimental. But once, even if Viper doesn't get the kill, once they have that information, and he's not gonna need the information, he picks up a kill onto Viper. I mean, onto Parla rather. These are looking a bit more comfortable. They got 2 AKs. They're still holding on to that AWP. These are looking a bit scattered with their economy. Not terrible. 1 eco and they should be back to where they were before, but definitely not as comfortable as they were in the beginning. Still leading 5-2. DT's full belts of utility and all still on the back of Kusi, and he's going to be going for that A ramp peak. Oh, it looks like they're going for an B ramp push rather. Venom picks up 1 and 2. Daisy manages to trade onto Venom. It's now a 2-on-4, and they can all assume that the last of the T's are towards this B ramp. Molly's getting traded either way. The T's very much stuck. Kovac smoking off B ramp, allowing him that freedom of movement. Now Daisy and Skelly. Anyone's left, and I think they've spread out across the map. All the way up into mid to join his teammate Skelly. And they're going to go try for this mid play. There's going to be no one to greet them at the moment, but enough. There we go. Viper's going to be making his way up to the window position. Just doing a little jiggle. Doesn't spot anything just as they come around the corner. Allow them to set up. Be a bit more comfortable in terms of taking mid. Smokes have been dropped. He's still leaning very comfortable towards this A ramp. Peek around here. He spots the first. And he takes down the second. Beautiful stuff there from Aces. Only losing 1 player. And managing to hold on to those 2 A. Okay, so not a terrible eco round from the T side rather, but definitely could have been better. Now the CTs are going to be able to build up their economy. Aces sitting on 9k already. He's going to be able to support any of his teammates if their economy does fail, but at the moment they're definitely on a roll. Be interesting to see what they do against the Nova Aetas full buy. Looks like a timeout being called, possibly to discuss the strat that's going to be carried out by the T's. It'll also allow the CT side to discuss any sort of holds that they're not so comfortable, why they were losing the B ramp previously. Maybe the lack of mid presence they had in the previous round. Not that it seemed to make too much of a difference, but we're going to see 3 T's set up towards the bottom of the A ramp here. Kusi getting flashed off along with his teammate, just dropping a nade that only just catches Chaos, but doesn't do anything too significant. Galley rolling off anyone holding close. He's made a lot of noise coming up the ramp, and they've been given that real estate, but they don't seem to be doing much of it. Kira possibly trying to make a bit of noise here towards the B ramp, dropping that flash. ETs are not budging. We've got 3 still posted up towards the A site here. Not moving an inch with the ramp. Oh, with the bomb at the bottom of the ramp, but Kira picks up a kill onto Venom. Chaos is going to be able to flash there, hopefully play for some info. Kira making a lot of noise. Enough noise that he's pulled over a second CT. And he seems to have done his job just about right. He's pulled off the CT and now got 2 CTs sitting, or lying in wait rather, on the back of the A site, but they've still been allowed the freedom to use the side, and Parla takes down another one. Now the CT's in a 3-on-5. Chaos playing a bit aggressive here, picks up the kill onto Kusi just as the smoke starts to fade, and it's now Viper and Krovax left in a 2-on-5. And it does look like they're gonna have to go for it. Not impossible, but when Parla's hitting shots like that, it definitely makes a difference. Picks up the second. Oh, and that's just about it. So he takes down 2, but nice clean round. Good execute then. Kira definitely doing his job, being able to drag the CTs towards the B side just so they can get that A side hit down, smoke it off, and get into those post-plant positions. Early util across the map. Krovax going for a nice deep push here. Nothing to profit from it just yet, but definitely could pay dividends. Kusi playing very deep here, not being able to hold on to that. We don't see a complete full buy. That we see that deep push from Krovax paying off. He's gonna try and fall off. Oh, and he catches a second. That's Parla down, and it's now a 4-on-3 in favor of the CTs. But Krovax is tagged down to 7 HP. It's going to be Daisy, Chaos, and Skeleton. The last ones left alive. 2 of them posted down towards the bottom of the ramp. And another one is going to be following them shortly behind. Made a lot of noise, so their presence is an unknown. There's still plenty of time to chop and change their minds, but it looks like they're going to slowly be making their way up the A ramp. Beautiful flash there. Venom the only one left on the B side, but he doesn't have anything to deal with at the moment. Pushing really deep here. Maybe able to catch off Daisy. Definitely tagged him down quite a bit here, but not enough. They're still going to be pushing towards the site. Viper catches those off just before the smoke drops, but Chaos trades in, and Krovax manages to trade it. And beautiful execution of the team there by the CT side. Looks like we've got a pause here, possibly on the T side, to discuss upcoming strats. I mean, they had a nice 5 or so round streak in the beginning, and it seems to have fallen off since then. They got another round after that, but nothing major, nothing to really build any momentum. So it'll be interesting to see what they plan to do going forward. They plan to do another sort of B rush, or if they want to play it a bit more passive, play those defaults and see what sort of picks they can get from over-aggressing CTs. Does look like Skelly's going to be pushing up towards mid here. Oh, a beautiful nade coming across from Viper. He knows there's a bit of presence there, and he's managed to tag down 2 of the players. Parla down to 50. No one's seen anyone just yet, but purely with a view till they've managed to do a decent chunk of damage. And Skelly just checking behind to see if there's any over aggressive CTs. Kira might be able to spot off Venom here. Oh, when he does, Venom overstaying his welcome and getting taken out by Kira. Bottom of A ramps gets smoked off. You know the presence is there. Viper maybe not expecting them so close. But the chew of the teammates allows them to pick up 3 kills across the map, make that a 4th, and it's now just Skelly left in a 1-on-4. He spots one of them. Oh, and a beautiful flash from his teammates allows him to pick up a nice clean kill onto Skelly there. A nice clean round from the CTs. It may have been an eco, but the T's definitely had opportunities to do a lot more damage there, and CTs were able to benefit from that, using the util to their advantage. Lots and lots of util getting thrown across the A site here. Skelly just catches a glimpse of Kusi at the top of A ramp, but doesn't manage to get the kill. He's smoking off mid, doesn't want to over-aggress. Viper falls in mid, then that gives away their whole middle section of the map, so definitely the better option to play it nice and safe there. Venom and Krovac setting up together here towards the B ramp. The T is still set up almost in a sort of default position. Kira making a lot of noise here towards the bottom of the B ramp. They are going to be a bit more aware of it, but that doesn't stop Krovac from picking up the kill, rather. Fall back. He's done his job. Unade's getting dropped by the CTs. Under a minute left, and the T's not entirely sure where they're going just yet. Chaos getting tagged, but he does manage to take down Viper, and they've now evened it out to a 4-on-4. Daisy and Skelly pushing up towards the ramp. Daisy catches Krovac unawares. Now 4-on-3, and they're going to be crunching them in from either side of the map. Parla picks up the kill onto Venom, rather. Yes, going to be coming through, clearing up CT, and Skelly picks up the 5th. Beautiful round there from the T's. Really nice execution and a nice little B crunch there, taking up the middle section of the map. Using that real estate, they only really have one player position there, and the A player wasn't very quick to sort of support, so they're able to use that to their advantage. As soon as they get that mid kill, they can start pushing the B ramp and get the CTs into a bit of an uncomfortable position. Beautiful nade getting dropped by Venom. He knocks down Kira to 60 HP. He's setting up nice and close, catching Scaly unawares on the edge of the smoke. And now the CT's set with the advantage. Here the T's are... Oh, and Aces hits a beautiful shot through the material there onto Chaos. Krovac picks up another one of his own. Parla's going to be trading out Krovac. It's now definitely not the round the T's wanted, but very well played round there from the CT side, isolating those gunfights, putting themselves into positions where maybe the T's wouldn't expect, and Kusi's very fast on his flank. Venom picks up a shot onto Daisy there. Gonna be shooting at Parla, and Aces catches him through beautiful team play, and they take down the full buy of the T side, and it's now 6-7. Nova not leading as dominantly as they were in the beginning, and the CT side definitely doing their utmost best to claw this back. The T's are going to be opting for a save round before they go into the final round. Venom throws down a molly, and Chaos is going to get a bit burned. Krovac doesn't manage to do too much damage. Much as there was a B rush, there's still quite the default setup. Oh, Daisy's shoulder, giving it away. Viper takes him down, and it's now 5-on-4 in favor of the T side. Krovac holding very tightly here. Oh, and a tag comes down onto him, just 29 HP. Venom taking down Parla. Oh, and Kira manages to take down Venom eventually. Still have one player on the B side, but he is tagged very low, and the rest of the CTs are going to swarm in to try and ensure they don't get this round. Krovax breaks down the one. Oh, and Skelly manages to get the trade. And Viper is out of ammo. I don't think they're aware of Kira's position up close like this. And oh, he nearly fluffs it, but he manages to pick up the kill and make it a 2-on-2. Able to get the bomb down. Kira going for the pickup. He might not even be allowed this plant. They don't know about the ramp player. Oh, and it doesn't matter because Aces is going to pick up the kill. That's the 7th round going in favor of the CTs, but it was an eco from the T side, so they did very, very well to do a lot of economic damage. Final round with a full buy. We've got an AWP on Chaos, and the rest are stacked up with util and AKs. The CTs aren't looking too bad themselves. They've got AKs, they've got M4s, and they've got an AWP, so possibly a default setup from the T side, and we'll see how the CTs respond. Kira is going to be rushing up B round. Manages to tag down Venom to 46 HP, and Koos is going for a bit of an information play on the edge of the smoke. Skelly fires the first shot, but does get taken out. Taking up a bit more real estate rather. Oh, he picks up a lovely kill onto Venom there, finally finishing him off. There are no CTs to trade, but that does mean there are 2 CTs towards the B side. Very interesting game going on here between T's and the CTs on the B ramp. Aces is going to be checking for any sort of mid presence, which there doesn't seem to be any, and he's going to smoke it off to make sure it stays that way. Oh, Kira getting another kill towards the B site. The AWP does take him down, but it's tagged down to 14 HP. They can see the gun barrel. Oh, Chaos catching him through the wall and picking up a second kill onto Aces, and it's now just Koosy in the 1-on-2. The 2 set up here. Koosy, and he has to play this. This is the final round of the half. Got the first, but Chaos is there to trade. Not moving a muscle. Now, the second half, the CT is going to be buying up 2 kits, possibly 1 on either side. I know Chaos likes to play towards that A ramp position. A bit of util on both the players with kits, but aside from that, everyone's got armor. On the T side, we only have 1 smoke, and the rest have all bought up armor, so I'm expecting maybe a bit of a default setup and then a burst onto a site with a smoke to plant. Parla picking up a nice kill, but getting traded out by Aces, not aware that the player already pushed up. Kira taking the fight to Aces and managing to take him down. Viper's there to trade, and it's now a 3-on-3. The T's do have the bomb site, but maybe not the freedom to plant. Daisy picks up a beautiful, beautiful kill onto Viper. Krovax has made his way all the way through B side here. He's taken up a lot of real estate. Now Venom picking up the bomb. He knows Krovax has taken up that real estate, and he knows that the B side is open. And allow them a free bomb plant, but there is still a kill on Chaos, 2 flashes, and of course the 3 CTs sitting behind it, ready to take out the bomb, or rather the T's. They're pushing up here towards the scaffolding. Krovax takes first contact. He takes down the first and the second and nearly the third, both getting stuck here, having to reload, and he takes down Chaos. That is a beautiful, beautiful play there from Krovax. Pretty much securing the round for the T's there. He took up that entire B-side real estate, allowed for the rotate, and held off the 3 CTs that came through. So some beautiful, beautiful shots from him, and that's going to allow the T side to buy up. And the CT's also forcing into this round, but if they don't manage to pick up some kills with those MP9s, then it's going to get very, very uncomfortable in terms of their economy. So Viper throwing down an early nade there. Catch any CTs being too aggressive. Daisy picks up a kill there. He is getting tagged through the wall. Three CTs set up here towards the B side on a 4th, playing towards maybe more of that mid position. And oh, Daisy picking up another kill onto Viper. He's going to have to run away as the molly catches him, but Krovax manages to trade onto Skelly and is now a 4-on-3. Krovax is going to drop that smoke. It's going to allow his teammates some room to move around. We've got 3 rather, fully armored CTs waiting for the push. Krovax all the way down to 6 HP, and he eventually gets finished off. Daisy picking up the scout, but Kuzi's managed to push all the way through mid here. Oh, and he's going to be tagging him down, but he doesn't manage to finish off the kill just yet, and they now know where he's coming from. Ace is pushing up the ramp, making it a bit more uncomfortable. It's now Parla, the last one left alive against Aces. He's going to get tagged down to 39. Oh, in the final kill. Managing to secure the T's, their first round, or rather their second round on the T side. It got a bit uncomfortable there on the 4 spy. The CTs definitely did a lot of damage with only one of the T's surviving. But nevertheless, the T's secure the round and they get to put themselves onto AKs. CTs now just opting for Deagles, P250s, and Chaos opting not to buy anything at all here. Krovax pushing off some early aggression from Skelly. Venom takes down Chaos. There were 3 CTs set up here towards A side, but now it's just 2. Arla taking down Aces. And now the last one left alive. He picks up the grenades. Picks up the MAC-10, but there's not much he can do, and the T's are given the B side for free. Paula maybe hoping to catch any aggression. He knows there's one towards the ramp position, but there's not much he can do at range with 10 HP and a MAC-10. And the sandbags player does manage to turn on him and catch him out. So really nice round there on the T side, taking only 1 loss, and they're going to be able to buy up nicely into this on full utility all around. Viper's going to manage to get an AK on his side, but the CTs are also after that eco. And after the previous round, although it was a force buy, they managed to take down 4 players, and with MP9s and their $600 kill reward, they were able to stack up that money. They are right underneath the sandbags here. Oh, they weren't ready for it, but Pala manages to trade his teammate for 2. Chaos catching Venom out in the open. Krovax and Aces left. They do have control of the bomb, but they have no real estate whatsoever. And Krovax slowly making their way up towards the B side. The CTs are ready and they are giving them this real estate, but they're just confirming and allowing for their whole team to arrive. It's now just Aces, the last one left alive. He picks up a kill onto Skelly. Chaos playing close to that E-box. Walking his way around. Oh, and he catches out another player. And there's 2 players coming from the scaffolding, and Parla manages to take him down. So not the cleanest round, but they managed to look after the AWP. And the CTs are not looking too bad. An AK and an AWP. And maybe not the most comfortable buy, but definitely something as well as the round. And they're making this a very, very close game. T's fully buying into this next round, and they're going to have to make sure they secure it at least with 2 or 3 of them surviving, because if they don't, their economy is going to be absolutely shattered. Viper gets barely any sort of damage, just a 3 HP dude. Gets taken down to 80 HP. Lots of noise towards A ramp, allowing Venom to slowly push here towards this B side, and Chaos might be able to catch him out. There and wait. Oh, and a beautiful nade onto Venom, tags him down to 50 HP. He's going to get traded back, but not for the same amount of damage. Making his way, checking the scaffolding. Ace is pushing past this one, maybe not expecting it, and he gets taken down by Ace. This is now 5-1-4. They've got their first kill towards the A side, and Aces takes down a second. It's 3 very scattered CTs, but Kira does manage to pick up a kill onto Venom. Whether they go for this round is a question all by itself. Oh, Viper taking down Chaos, and that is the AWP out of the picture. Unless Skelly is able to pick it up, they are up 1 AK and down an AWP. Okay, down in their economy. Kira picks up the kill on Aces through the wall. 3-on-2 in favor of the T side. He's going to spot the jump there from Kira. Slowly pushing in. Yelly does check it. Krovex manages to survive. Oh, and Kusi takes down the last. And they manage to save an AWP after all of that. A lovely, lovely execution from the TZ. They play some nice defaults. They play off the pick and start pushing towards that A side. And the CT's not able to do much. And a beautiful, beautiful shot from Vibe to take down Chaos there. Holding a very tight angle with the AWP, but it doesn't phase him whatsoever. Side now leads 11-9. Economy not looking so great for the CTs, but definitely not undoable. So they might still be able to claw this back, and they had some pretty solid T side rounds, or rather CT side rounds, where they really held it together. But able to do anything now, then their economy is going to be shattered, and it's going to make it a really, really tough game for them to claw back. Early nades coming in. Boost coming in on the CT side, holding towards that ramp position. Sort of set up very much in a default at the moment. One player's made his way all the way through B, walking his way towards CT, and even if his team doesn't get a pick on the A ramp itself, oh, there we go, Venom picks up his first kill, but Chaos trades him. Aces manages to take down Pala on the A side, now 4-on-3. Chaos does manage to pick up a Galil, but there's no armor on any of their players, and pushing up this A ramp, Krax manages to find the bomb, and it looks as though he's told his team push towards the A side, but he himself is actually pushing towards this B side. He has got a teammate on his back, but all the CTs are positioned towards the A side. For a bit of information, Chaos manages to take down Ace. It's now a 3-on-2. Okay, he's going to be able to take up that AK, and oh, Viper catching Daisy off guard there. Chaos does manage to trade onto Viper, but I think this is just going to be the CTs opting to save. They don't have much economy at the moment, and he doesn't know how much health these Ts are sitting on top of the fact that he has no armor himself, and that aim punch can really, really make you suffer. But Chaos doing well. He manages to take down 3 of the Ts and save an AK. So well played on the part of Chaos, and some beautiful, beautiful angels from him. They're not going to be able to claw this round, which I don't think was the plan anyways. If you can win it, great, but you don't expect to. So CT's coming out with a nice stack of cash as well as an AK. Chaos is going to be able to buy up that AWP if he so wishes, and it looks like he does. And there's going to be util all around on the CT side, which can make a massive, massive difference as opposed to getting a more powerful gun. Chaos missing his first initial shot, and Venom managing to tag him down. These are getting traded. There's 2 players waiting on the ramp. Aces takes down his teammate, but Pala manages to take down Viper. himself. It's now a 4-on-3 in favors of the Cheese rather. Skelly picks up a kill onto Krovax. And now Venom slowly making his way up to the B section, or midsection rather, but he gets taken down. And it's now just Aces, full bomb control, but only 34 HP. He's got a bit of util that may allow for the plant. No CTs currently set up towards the B side. He's not moving an inch. Still got a minute to play with and maybe hoping for some positioning errors from the CTs allowing for him to grab that plant. Holding close on the skinning position. This is going to be making his way towards the B side, but Chaos is ready and waiting. He takes him down. Beautiful round from the CTs, and they look like they're going to be going for a double AWP setup. One maybe playing toward mid and the other towards the A side, but we'll have to see how they decide to play this one. But their economy is definitely going to be looking a lot better after this. They've got full belts of utility, they've got AWPs, and the T's are looking a bit scrambled. Krovax managing to grab himself an AK, but aside from that, it's pistols and not much armor to support him. Beautiful nade damage coming in. Kusi down to 12 HP. Going to be setting up a nice smoke there for himself. Maybe going to be caught with his pistol out, but the fire takes out the last player. Oh, and it's a beautiful round from the CTs. Util doing 40% of the work there at least. And Venom, the last one left alive. No armor, no bomb control. And he gets taken down by Kira, shot in the back of the head. And the CT is definitely looking a lot more comfortable. All 5 players managing to survive there. And, may have been an eco, but definitely want to boost morale. They've got kits all around, full utility belts, full set of guns, and it is looking possibly a bit shaken here. But they're going to be buying up digs, and that loss bonus rather is going to allow them to secure a nice full buy round, possibly do a full-on execute. Hala taking down Venom there, maybe not expecting the gap on the edge of the smoke there. 2 players getting naded down. Now a 5-on-4 in favor of the CTs, with 2 of the Ts already tagged down. Skelly holding that terrible angle onto Aces, but he manages to take him down. And it's now a 4-on-3. The Ts with pretty much no real estate. Full bomb control, but not much they can do with it. Viper hoping Daisy repeaks into that angle, but seems unlikely. Just going to be holding towards mid here. He misses his shot. That's going to allow Cheese to maybe take up a bit more real estate. Hala getting caught out in the open here with his nade out, but he does manage to take out Krusi, and that makes it just a 2-on-4, and Chaos takes out Krovax, and it's now just Viper with no bomb control and just a deagle and some armor to take on the remaining 4 CTs. Is he checking that ramp position? Hoping maybe the player overextends, but Viper doesn't look like he's playing for too much here. Maybe just some over-aggression from the CTs, which I don't think they'll give him. He's only got 15 seconds to do with it, so it looks like he's just going to be saving his armor and his deagle and taking it into the last round. Oh, sorry, the next round rather. Sticking himself in the ladder room, making sure no CTs can fire. The double AWP setup, since it was brought in, has been allowed to stay alive on the side of the CTs, and their economy is looking really good at the moment. They've got AKs, they've got AWPs, they've got full sets of utility, and plenty to do with it. The T's still going for another sort of broken buy here. 3 deagles and 2 AKs. They have got armor all around it, aside from Venom, of course. Viper's going to take a touch of damage from the nade, but not too much to write home about. Daisy getting caught off guard there, maybe it looks like. Aces takes down Kira and takes down Daisy. Viper's now going to be playing towards mid. They're coming in. Chaos manages to trade onto Aces and it's now a 2-on-4. And the question is whether the CTs are going to opt to play this because they have got the economy to do it, but they have no clue where the bomb's coming from. Chaos takes down Viper. It's now a 2-on-3. He takes down one, spots the second, but Kusi trades it. They know the last player's on A, so they're going to start moving towards that B site. Chaos is going to be slowly making his way towards mid. Here's one player towards the B site. But no real positions have been given away. Does a huge chunk of damage onto Kusi. But I don't actually think he knows he's there. He blinds himself, but it's enough to take out Kusi. And he has no clue where the last player is. In his way around, Venom playing this perfectly, just sitting on the bomb site. Chaos is running out of time, and even if he taps this, he's going to need to get the kill straight away. And Venom takes him down, and that's going to allow him to pick up the AWP. So, an interesting buy there from the T side, but it does allow them to grasp around there. And the CTs not looking too uncomfortable in terms of economy. They have enough to back up another buy. And the T's maybe feeling a bit more comfortable going into this one. They still hold the lead. And they've got, I mean, that was almost 2 ecos in a round if you count that second round that they managed to pick up. So maybe the CT's feeling as though they fell off a bit there. And it looks like they're going to be grouping towards the mid position if I'm not mistaken. They've got one towards bottom ramp, 2 or 3 maybe it looks like towards mid, and that nade is beautiful, but Chaos somehow manages to avoid it. And he's down to 37 HP. Daisy overextends and gets taken out by Venom, and I don't know if Venom will be expecting Chaos to be sitting in that same position. Kusi making his way around. Chaos picks up the kill, but so does Kusi. Skelly trades it, and Kira picks up another one for himself. It's now a 3-on-2, and they know where the remaining players are. Looks like they're going to be pushing it a bit. Kusi picks up a kill onto Kira. He's tagged down now to 10 HP. He has got bomb control. The CTs know where they're playing towards. Chaos has already made his way onto the site, but does he expect Aces to be sitting so close? Drops a lovely molly, but doesn't expect Aces to just run up behind him like that. Now Skelly. Oh, the timing's just a little bit off. Oh, and Skelly's going to be double peaked by the two of them. Not much he can do there. And a nice, clean execution there by the T's. It looked a bit messy for them there towards the latter part of the round. But they were definitely able to make something of it and playing really, really well together there to make something of it. T's going into this round with practically a full buy here. Lots of utility on either side, and they have 4 players rather already setting up towards this A ramp position, with one player doing what he does best, taking up that util. They are going to be walking into a bit of a stack here, but making the most of it. Ala manages to catch off one, and Chaos picks up a second. They know where the remaining player is, and Krovax has already taken up that full B site real estate. The bomb's going to go down. Ala does manage to pick up a second. Around. Molly might force him off, and it looks like it might just have. Doesn't look like he's opting to save this. Maybe hoping for a bit of an overextension from the T's, but Viper's not going to let him get anything. And he executes him, allowing the T's to claim match point. And now the CTs sit able to make up a full buy, but not feeling so great off these remaining rounds, and it may have been a better option to opt for that save, but Pala seemed very certain there. And CT's here not looking the best in terms of util, but there is an AWP on the back of Chaos, and we've seen the amazing shots he can pull off. So a bit more of a default setup here coming from the T side. We've got 2 positioned towards the bottom of A. Got 1 coming back towards T, and the other remaining 2 pushing towards that B ramp position. Venom picks up a first and a second, and that's their AWP down already. Now a 5-on-3, and the CTs have almost no utility, and the T's are already setting up for their post plants. Daisy picks up 1. 4-on-3. Two of the CTs making their way towards the scaffolding. Lucy holding this bottom ramp position, but no one's really there to face him, and all three CTs coming through that position. Viper takes down one, but the CTs take down two, and it's now 2v2, but Kusi takes down the first, and it's now Pana in a 1-on-2, but there's not much he can do there, and Aces takes the final round. That's going to be 16-12 with the T's taking the round, or the game rather.